Hi friends. So I want to show you, trying to figure out this light, what I've been doing lately. And I'm going to go ahead and shut this door. So we have a 14-year-old dog and she can't climb steps very easy anymore. And neither can I. So we're going to go ahead and move our bedroom from upstairs down to this room. And so what I've been doing is I've been painting. The ceiling had that speckle stuff that kind of glittered, popcorn ceiling, and I didn't like it. So I removed it, and that's what it looks like. So you see here, these are plaster walls, and the baseboard doesn't fit up against the wall like it should. So what we're doing is I have to adjust it, kind of fix it in the back, so that way the baseboards can flush up against it, and then I'll patch anything that needs to be patched, and then I'll paint it, and then I'll caulk it. But these baseboards are already up, and instead of doing a light colored baseboards, I'm doing dark. That was my husband's idea, and I actually like it. So, and you can see the windows. Now we are taking the windows out probably this spring and replacing them. But as you can see in the windows, sorry, it's a mess. This is just paint where somebody painted before and got up there, so I got to take a razor blade to that to try to get that all cleaned up. And it's like that all over. Now our maintenance guy said to not worry about that we're going to be taking these windows out and replacing them. Now we are going to keep the frame, the frame, so it's old, but we got new outlets and outlet covers. I still have to caulk around the baseboards, as you can see. If you look at it, that needs caulked. And I'm still working on that. And it's taken a while because it's just me. So, and over here is the vent. We have a new one coming in, so I'll be cleaning that out and then putting a new vent cover over top of that. So that's why that looks like that. This is the new baseboards. The maintenance guy and I went to Home Depot, and we literally got the stuff to make the baseboards look like these baseboards over here. So I'm not going to paint it. I'm not going to do anything until we get the cover. We've got it ordered, and it's coming in, and it's the old vintage covers. This house was built in 1936, so everything we do is going to be a lot more pricier, a lot more in depth than if it was a 1970s or 80s home. So, and plaster walls are so hard to work with. I got a lot of trim and a lot of stuff I have to still paint. You can see right there. I don't like painting these. I'm going to take these off and replace them, so that's not a big deal. You can see what it looked like before. And if I left it like that, because I'm not going to be replacing them like this week or next, probably in a couple of months. But if I left them white, look how bad it would stick out. So I went ahead and painted them green, kind of like this right here, painted it green. Green is a real soothing color, and so, that's why I went with the color. So, I'm going to show you, I got a video of what the light looked like, or where the light was previous, so I'll go ahead and put that in this video, and then you can see what it looks like and then what it looks like now. And then you get to see what the light looked like before. It was just a hole in the ceiling, but it was more of like a construction grade light. It was nasty. It collected all kinds of nasties. So we got that moved. This is the bigger gorilla ladder. You see right here. And this right here, it feels like I'm standing on a floor. So it's really nice compared to this one right here, where it would be standing on small little steps, rungs, as you call them. But it's got a nice little spot on top here, and so yeah, it's really worked out great. And then this is part of the light. You can see, like right here, I can turn the light off, turn the light on, see. And then the fan turns on. So I'll turn this off and see if I can get this figured out. And just the light on. And then of course I got this outlet right here. And you can see I've gone kind of like a bronze. And the outlets over here are bronze. Those are bronze. Bronze. And of course, I don't know if you can see the door, but it's bronze. I gotta fix all that. That stuff will scrape right off. See? It scrapes right off. So I'll scrape that off, fix it. I had a friend come over and she helped paint, but yeah, I just do it myself. So that light was just put in, the overhead light the fan was just put in today. So I've been working with just that light right there. And it creates so many shadows. It's really hard to paint or to do anything. And I've been pulling 2 schedules. Basically, I'm up at, all day long. And I usually get up at 3:30 in the morning, and then I'm up all day until about 11. But I have to be up at night too to do this, because during the day it takes up all my time doing stuff like the dishes and taking care of the animals in the house and my husband and anything else that needs to be done. So what I've been doing is staying up, going to bed when he leaves for work and getting up around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So usually I go to bed around 7 and get up about between 8 and 9. And then I just do the stuff for the house. And then when he lays down, for the evening, I work on this room. And it's actually quite difficult to find the time. But you can see here the floor is this is cleaned. I got all the trash picked up. The cardboard, of course I'm using still. But I got all the trash picked up. And this is just tools that I've been using. And paint cans and whatever. So, but I've been using that light and it creates a shadow. So you can see it's pretty bright over there, but if I didn't have this light on, let's see if I can turn it off. There you go. This is what I was working with. And you can see how everything just kind of, lots of shadows. So it's been pretty difficult, but he put a light in today and I will be able to be working with it pretty easy. You can see how it's nice and bright. So today, I'm kind of going around and I'm looking. But you can see here where it's kind of bled. I don't know if you can see it or not. Kind of bled, yeah, right there. Where my finger is. It's kind of bled. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of going around looking in to see what I need to do to touch things up. I know that we're planning on putting up baseboard lighting, and he wants to do crown molding. But he's my electrical guy, the guy who does all the technical stuff. I know that we're going to be putting the TV on this wall right here. And it's going to extend, I'm going to have one of those extenders. I can't remember what he called it, but you pull it out and you can turn it and whatever, so. But that's what I've been doing, folks. And as this room progresses, I will be videoing it. But it's a lot of work. And yeah, behind this outlet right here, I have to take the outlet down. And I have to patch it and then paint it. And I put the outlet back on. You can see where people have kind of banged into stuff. You can see it right there. So I have to touch up that. I think there's another spot somewhere. There's a spot here in the corner that I noticed that kind of bled through. So it needs to be repainted right there. So there's a few touch-ups. And here in the corner, I can see it now. I just noticed it. You can see how it needs to be painted. I really hope you can see this because I don't know. Yeah, right there, you can see it right there. How it's kind of bled through. I'm very OCD. You can see this right here. It needs to be done. I don't know where that came from. So there is quite a bit to do, and I'm hoping to get it done. And I just seen it above the door frame. You can see where it's kind of light. I don't know. I can see it, so which is not good. Because if I could see it, it's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta fix it. So that's it, and I will do more videos as things progress. It's going to be slow going. I have a really bad back. So fixing things is not going to be, easy for me. I do it until my back starts hurting real bad. And then I go and sit down and I'm done for the night. I'm not going to push myself. As long as I'm working on it a little bit every day, even 15 minutes, then I'm good. Today, we put that light up and the medallion up, and then the outlets, and then the baseboards were put up, except for this one over here, and yeah. So that's a lot done today, and then I went ahead and picked up all the trash. I am keeping that box, so I can paint those baseboards before I put them up, the ones that I showed you, like right here. And, so I'll use that for the area where I'm going to paint them. This box here is for all the tools, which I need to, my husband wants me to go through and put all the tools in there so that way he can disperse them back where they belong. Because at this point, it's just, I only need a couple of things. I don't need a bunch. So I can hear my vacuum cleaner running. So anyways, this is it. And I hope you guys will enjoy watching the transformation of this room. And then we will get through it together, I guess. Okay, y'all. Have a good night.